Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Residual Royalty Academy. Firstly, I just want to kind of apologize for not making a video for over a month now. I've been frantically trying to move house, find a new place to live, new city, even debating going to a new country. So I've just kind of been all over the place, and that really explains the lack of videos. But as soon as I am fully settled in, there's going to be plenty of videos coming. But I just thought the first video of this year I should make. And I wanted to title it, Is KDP Profitable Still in 2022? So we're going to look at some statistics, and then we're also going to look at some niches and see how much those niches and those books are making per month. And we're going to look at that on BookBeam. But yeah, let's jump straight into the stats. And this is kind of what I wanted to look at and kind of wanted to show you because I thought it was very interesting. So I found on here on Jungle Scout the percentage of sellers in the books category, right? This is self-reported. So when Jungle Scout has asked the people using it which categories they're selling in, 12%, you can see down here, said they are selling books. So out of all the third-party sellers, so that's people on FBA, people on KDP, and basically anybody else who is selling products on Amazon, only 12% of them said that they were selling books, which, as you can see, well, I'm obviously not going to round it down to 10%, but it's like a tenth of the people are selling books. So let's write this in here really quickly. 12% of sellers reported that they are selling books. But when people were surveyed about what they're buying on Amazon, and you can see this here, 44% said they'd bought electronics. 43% of them in 2021 reported that they'd been buying clothes, shoes, or jewelry. 39% said home and kitchen. 36% beauty and personal care. Like I've just bought some toothpaste from Amazon personally. But 33%, so essentially a third of them, said that they've been buying books. So you can actually see with numbers now that there is a disconnect between supply and demand. So you can see the supply of books, or people selling books or choosing to sell books, is only 12% of all the sellers. But of the people on the other end, the demand side, 33% or a third of them are buying books, which makes it a great category for us to sell in. So if we go back to this and we see home and kitchen, for example, there's 40% of sellers said that they were in that niche. Yet if you look at the sales for home and kitchen, it's only 40%. So that's like a 1-to-1 ratio, whereas we've got almost a 1-to-3 ratio. So we're like 3 times more likely to make sales, if you see what I mean. Like 39% of people said that they bought home and kitchen, but 39% of sellers are in home and kitchen, whereas we're on 33% of people buying books, but there's only 12% of us out of all the Amazon sellers who reported to be selling books. And that's people who are using Jungle Scout, which is like a niche finding tool, I guess. I haven't actually used it. I've been more focused on BookBeam. But there's just some more stats we can look at here as well. So this is one that I found. I believe this is 2021. Yeah, you can see here. Amazon controls the majority of US e-commerce for books, music, and video. So that's 83%. And that's backed up by this one here, which says that Amazon controls 67 to 85% of the ebook market as well. And if we look at this little paragraph as well, it says for last year, books, music, and video, 70% of that was online in general as opposed to in stores, which again gives us a great opportunity to be selling books on KDP. And one more point that I wanted to show you as well as to why KDP is still the best opportunity in 2022 is because we have no competition, or essentially no competition, from Amazon themselves. Like, yes, Amazon do own some publishing houses, but they're not really publishing the kind of books that we're publishing. They're publishing more like fiction books and things like that, whereas we're publishing things like journals, low content, things that Amazon themselves are not competing in. So again, if you were in the home and kitchen niche or the electronics niche selling on FBA, Amazon is making a lot of their own products, like their cables or maybe like a bread maker, whatever it may be. Amazon is making those products themselves, which is going to make it much harder if you're selling those yourself. Whereas for us and what we're doing on KDP, Amazon themselves is not directly competing against us. And if you look at the stats here, 50% of sellers said that Amazon is directly competing with their sellers' products, and 2/3 of sellers were concerned about increased competition driving prices down. Now, I'll say out of my experience, when my books have 800, 900 reviews, they're top of the search results for that certain keyword, I feel absolutely zero competition or pressure to drive my price down to compete with anybody who's got 10 reviews, because my book is just going to be straight at the top of the search results. And so, yeah, I would say that that's a great benefit to selling on KDP. And this last one that I was trying to get was the exact amount of sales by category, but it seems Amazon doesn't really release it, how many books they've sold versus how many home and kitchen they've sold. The only thing that we could kind of go off was a self-reported customer data of basically customers saying which products they're buying the most on Amazon when they were asked by, I guess, this website. So what I want to do now is show you some niches, and we're going to be using BookBeam to do this, and we're going to look at how much these books are making per month, and this hopefully will just give you some motivation. There's definitely money to be made in KDP and ACX in 2022. So you can see here what I did. I just searched learn as our keyword. We've clicked self-published on the US market, and the bestseller rank was between 1,000 and 100,000. And what I normally do is filter it by the least number of reviews, because these are usually the easiest to compete with. So we had like a rhyming book, a colouring book for toddlers, and these have really, really great BSRs, all of them, and they're all making a lot of money per month. And you can see that by looking at this column right here, royalty per month. And in my experience, it's actually really, really accurate. So you can see this book here, which is a shadow work journal, a really, really amazing niche. If any of you want to go and publish in this, we can check the BSR and we can see how it's doing. So you can see it's averaging probably around 8,000 over the last few days. And over the last month, if we kind of take the middle point, probably about a BSR of 7,000, which is incredible. And that translates to 700 sales per month or $5,000 per month. And you can see there's only 50 reviews on that, so it's definitely possible to compete with that. So I really would recommend using BookBeam. I don't have an affiliate code for it, but I just kind of wanted to show you just how much some of these books are making per month, even with only a few reviews. So let's go on to the next page. And I don't know why it's actually filtering it like this, where it shows fewest reviews at the top of the page and most at the bottom. Usually it just puts the fewest ones like on page 1, and then page 2 they go a bit more. I don't know why it's doing this, but we can work with it anyway. So you can see here another shadow work journal. That's absolutely awesome. Notary journal, shadow work journal again. 75 hard, that's the Andy Frisella type challenge. Really, really good niche as well. And you can see these books are all making almost $1,000 per month. Some of them even like $8,000 per month. So let's keep going through, and maybe in a second we'll type in a different keyword so we can get some more ideas. So notary journal, 75 hard again, fantastic. You can see this one only 3 reviews, absolutely awesome. This one no reviews, no reviews. Obviously Valentine's Day is coming along right now. It's very seasonal and in demand. Alright, so what we're actually going to do in this search is we're going to search something like how. So this is going to be any book with the keyword how in it. And we don't want them to have too many reviews. So we're actually going to just filter it by maximum, let's say 200 reviews, because we're getting some which just have absolutely thousands, and it's not so easy to compete with those. So let's see what this pulls up. So iPhone 13 user guide, 71 reviews, making $2,000 per month. That's pretty awesome. Obviously this is copyrighted, so you would not do this, absolutely not. Let's keep going down. Again, we can see the same thing where they're putting the apostrophe in the title to try and avoid detection from Amazon. Again, I wouldn't recommend it, but it does actually seem to work. A lot of people are putting those apostrophes in there and avoiding detection by the algorithm, but I'm sure soon they will get found. So let's keep going down. DIY Garden Research Handbook. That's interesting. We can probably take a look at this one. So let's go on this. Open link in new tab. Workbook for how to do the work. iPhone 13 again. And I actually want to see what this is all about. Is this like a gardening logbook or something? A gardening research workbook and planning guide for nature study. Okay, so it's more of like an informational book, it seems, than a low content book. But we can keep scrolling through, see all these books making thousands of dollars per month. We can see we've finally got an activity book here. This is definitely an interesting one. They've combined 2 strange niches together that you wouldn't think go together. Dinosaurs, oh actually 3 niches, dinosaurs, trucks, and Valentine's Day all together into one book. And it's made 227 sales estimated in the last month, which is absolutely amazing, $400, and that's due to kind of the low price on the book. So let's go down onto the next page, see if we can find anything of interest. How to solve a Rubik's Cube, that's definitely a low content book idea if you've got some skills with that. Whereas even one you could outsource as long as you can get the illustrations made by somebody who knows what they're doing. How to play Mahjong, I think that's a casino game, so pretty interesting niche. How to start an Airbnb business. Behavioral astrology, that's definitely an interesting niche. One that's more high content that you could look into. But let's just search one more thing and let's search something different. So let's search record book. As you can see, I've searched it before, but I think it's a great thing to look for. So we'll keep it to US, maximum 200 reviews, hit find and see what we can see. So you can see that every time I do this, my monthly searches goes down. Obviously they replenish on the 1st of the month, so that's all good. Reservations book for restaurant 2022, car maintenance, reading logbook. These are all niches I've kind of talked about before in various places, whether it be on YouTube or whether it be in niche mastery ebooks. These are all kind of common ones that we all kind of know of. So let's try and find one that's a bit more unique and that's a bit more untapped. So let's see what we've got. Medication logbook, never really heard of that one, could be good. Income and expenses, reloading logbook, that's a really amazing one. I've actually recommended that in the Low Content Elite Society a couple of times. You can see we're quickly running out of pages here, but hopefully we'll find something good. RV maintenance, that's definitely a good one. Phone call logbook, trading logbook, definitely a potential one. You've got a lot of traders out there these days. Vital signs logbook, gardening. This again is an absolutely insanely profitable niche. National parks, stamps, book. And yeah, let's go and see the last page, see what we've got, and then we'll call it an end to the video for now because it has gotten over 10 minutes already, I believe. So timesheet, personal firearm record, that's a really good one. And this again is one that I put in the Niche Mastery ebook recently, child custody journal. You can see not many reviews, but the BSR is really solid and it's making over $100 per month. So I really hope that you've got something useful out of this video, whether it's the stats that we were looking at in terms of the number of people selling books on Amazon versus the amount of customers buying books, whether it's the fact that Amazon are not competing in our categories, or whether it was using BookBeam and looking at some of these cool niches and seeing just how much some of these books are making per month. So I do hope you've liked it. If you did, please smash the like button and I'll see you in the next video, which will hopefully be very soon. Hopefully I'll find somewhere to live. And hopefully you guys are having a great start to the year as well. I hope you're all good. I hope you're all killing it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.
Second by second, you lose the opportunity to become the person you want to be. Or you can stop making excuses and take charge of your fucking life. Normality is what weak people call living. I call it death. Self-generator success. Fuck the handbook someone else wrote. It's your life, your book. We got 4 champions here trying to make a difference in their life, trying to drive the destiny of what they want to be. 4 people, I'm going to be 5th. You're going to be 6th? Let's go. Let's get this thing on. Boom! Birth of a new you.